Hi everyone, it's the 21st of March. Today is option expiry and there's some other things that is happening. So people call it triple witching and tons of those options expiring are puts apparently. And people say the market is not going to rally before those puts expire. Um, so we'll see. I think today is a very critical day. And the reason is so basically, yesterday, ES tried, this is the fakie. It tried to break this blue resistance. One, two, three, four. This was the fakie, which got me really. I went long and then I took a 25 points loss on SPX, not the ES, but still I took a loss on that one. I thought we are now breaking and we're going to keep on rallying at least to 5800, which is going to be the red broken channels backtest or broken supports backtest. But that's not what happened. Instead, it came below that blue support, right? It still stayed below that blue support. It is now, it has broken this black support, this diagonal support right there. This is the top band. I know there are quite a few lines here. Just bear with me, okay? The blue support is now, this internal support is getting tested, and there is also this purple resistance that was broken and back tested. So what do I expect? I'm not expecting anything right now. I want to see something more definitive, and ES is not going to tell me. I think it will tell me if it can break that blue resistance. But the fact that this golden support is broken is clearly not very nice. One, two, three, four touches. And this morning it broke it, back tested, it came down. This black support is broken, which is why today is very bearish. For a bullish scenario, it has to break that blue top band for good, which is going to be 56.90, and it's not there yet, not at all. So this is SPX, the black resistance. The blue one that I just showed is actually the black one here. Can remove this blue one. Okay. So I was thinking that navy blue was breaking together with the black resistance right there, right? So many beautiful touches on that black one, right? Four touches, and this was the breakout, which is what I bought, and then it came down, and it basically, this is where I took a 25 points loss. That golden support was broken this morning and back tested, and it's now coming down. The red line is not holding, and yeah, we'll see where this stops. Maybe that purple support, and maybe, just maybe, it will sell all the way to this golden bottom band. So I'm going to put it on the daily chart, right? That golden bottom band is at a new low, and it's actually 54.50, somewhere 54.30 or something. As long as that black resistance holds, together with this navy one, we have more downside, okay? And Dow Jones futures also, look, you can see it tried. This is the fakie, right? This is a big fake. I said if it can break back into the blue or back above that blue broken support, it may really start to rally. This is a big fake, and it did fake, and it's now coming down. Is it going to test that red bottom band and rally, or is it going to basically break everything down? Especially if that golden top band holds, there's going to be much more downside for Dow Jones. So we got to be careful there. Similarly, on we can put this in golden color just like the other one. Okay, this red bottom band is holding, but you can see the break of that blue resistance was a fake. It is now breaking down. I mean, you can see here that purple resistance held almost, very quite positive, precise. And this golden support was broken this morning. One, two, three, right? It is now selling. So it is going to test maybe that red bottom band once again. Okay. This red bottom band may get tested once again before it tries to rally again. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is there is nothing else. There is nothing bullish right now, today, this morning, nothing. So in NASDAQ here, you can see the golden uptrend is still intact, which gives me still hope for the bullish case. And the red downtrend was broken, remember? And the green resistance was broken and back tested, and this is the second back test. So let me put this on the 2 hourly to make it a bit more obvious, right? That green resistance, 3 touches, broken, back test here, and this is the second back test. After breaking this blue support, we sold off. So where does it take us? Is it going to be able to rally and break that green top band? I'm not sure. Like we need to see. What I don't want to see is the break of that golden bottom band. Right? It is very close to the current action. I mean, the golden bottom band is at 19,300 and we are at 19,455 at the moment. It dropped almost to 400. So another 150 points drop would take out this golden major support, and that would change things very rapidly to a much worse scenario for bulls, really. So my hope and my expectation is that this golden top band, golden bottom band, you can see 1, 2, this is the fake, third, fourth, so many touches on that golden top band. Oh, look at that. There is data coming up now. Is it NFP? Today is NFP, I think. Look, there is a spike. It's Alpha+1 and massive bounce off the green support. And obviously, if it can break 20,000, right, break off that golden top band, that is going to change things very, very big in a big way. And DAX, NDX, you can see here. No. This here is the contract rollover. This is what happened. The contract rolled over just now because the spot CFD doesn't move at all. So there is no news whatsoever. It was just the contract rollover. NASDAQ rolled over to the next contract, which is why the continuous just spiked up here. Either way, this is the green support that is holding, and I don't want that golden support to break. Simple as that. Russell is now coming down, and it almost, you can see this gap is going to get filled right there, and the gap fill is at 2052, right? 2052. It had already broken out of the black downtrend, and is it going to? Does it have another downtrend here? Not really. No. I think the big downtrend is still the blue one. And FTSE is still inside the golden uptrend. And I think it is ultimately going to get to 9,000. And DAX has come down quite a bit because, I mean, it touched a new all-time high, sold off. The blue bull flag was broken to the downside, which was very alarming, obviously. Now today it's touching new lows, below the lows of yesterday. And now we are approaching the golden bottom band. So if this golden bottom band holds, which will be around, obviously, no, there is no gaps here and there. No, there are no gaps. 22,600 or just about 22,600, especially if this purple top band holds, it comes down 22,600, and then that golden bottom band, if it holds, we're going to see a really big push to break out of the purple and back to the new all-time highs. This is the French index. The black channel is still on, and the black bottom band's test would be around 79.90, 79.85, somewhere there. We may see a big bounce because also there is a gap here, 8,180. TLT is still under that green top band, no real push to break it. And the 10-year Treasury note, you can see it bounced off that golden bottom band, perfect support, and it is now pushing against this purple resistance, which already held 3 times. It wants to break it. This is by far one of the best calls lately on, well, after this one. The wedge broken back tested. I gave you a long here, and then I gave you a long at the golden bottom, and now the purple resistance is breaking. So the 10-year Treasury note is a go. Oil is now at a very critical zone. And the reason is, of course, that purple support, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The green top band held, and now it's broken. What matters here is that golden top band. You can see I closed the short on Brent. Okay, very clearly, it is now trying to move beyond that. I mean, it already did the green top band. It's back testing it. The golden top band, and if it can break back into the red, that is going to be a very big buy signal, 69.50 on the US oil. And Brent oil, you can see the red top band is broken, which is why I closed the short. I already closed half of the short anyway, right about here. So I made some money on that one. Always scale out of the positions. Simple as that. I sometimes don't do it and I pay it dearly. The red downtrend, the green top band needs breaking. Yeah, the red top band is broken. That golden support held 1, 2, 3, beautiful bottom out. Now, if this green top band breaks, I think we're going to see a really big push. So we'll see. And gold is correcting. Is it going to come down all the way to the red bottom band before it rallies? I don't know. But yeah, we reached our target of 3,050. That job is done. Okay, I've been calling for 3,050 for a long time, and I said maybe 375, which may still happen. But if you're not really out of the long at 3,050, that is not good. You shouldn't do that for another 25 points. Don't risk all these profits you have, okay? And gold continuous futures, right? It still wants to test that blue top band. Maybe it wants to back test the red broken resistance once again, okay? And I'm also going to put something like this, obviously, right? And actually, let's put this in golden color and keep the red like the spot chart, right? Okay, so these are the internal support and resistance lines, right? Somewhere there, I think we're going to bottom out and rally. Silver, obviously, the red top band was holding and it couldn't break out. Is it forming a downtrend here? And possibly, yeah. And I'm going to now show it like this. It's that golden downtrend or a kind of a bull flag. And is it going to come all the way to the purple again? I don't know. Very hard to say, honestly. And on the silver continuous futures, right, this blue resistance was broken and we got a back test, actually quite a few back tests. This green resistance right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that needs to be taken out. That is the only way for the rally to continue. And pound sterling, platinum has broken down that purple. Is it going to come down to the blue support and break that as well? The only saving opportunity is that the break of that red, and I actually 1020 on the spot chart, and platinum continuous is that green resistance that needs breaking, and that's around 1050. Natural gas, remember the purple top band I showed yesterday? It sold off pretty hard from there. I was thinking maybe it wants to break out for good, but it actually sold off. It broke down the purple bottom band, but why is it bouncing? It's bouncing because of the red bottom band. And that is only by trading channels. No one else can call it at the red bottom band. That is the only way. That's a potential support, I said, and it's now bouncing, and it actually has penetrated back into the purple bear flag. So as long as this red bottom band holds, there is more upside, even 5,000. But if that red bottom band breaks, then you short it. because I think that blue support will be broken too. And on the April contract, you can see here the golden bottom band, obviously not as precise as I would have liked it, but there is a spike here, and that actually defines the slope of that channel. So I can argue that we have this top band and this bottom band right there. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Now, the fact that it has bounced already, okay, so the bottom band is this, right? Just a little bit of education here, right? And the top band is that one. Okay, so there is that. This golden uptrend. This is a little bit of a spiky here, but it found a low and then it's now rallying back into the green bear flag. And this here is copper. It came all the way to the purple top band, but no breakout. No breakout so far. And is it now pulling back? I must admit, it may even pull back and really crash. It has to break it as soon as possible. So if you're long copper, at least you should take out some, well, partial profits. I know some of you are. And palladium is bouncing off the purple and green. As I said yesterday, this is the last chance for the rally to continue. And obviously it was off the blue support, right? And minimum target is the black and then the golden. But that double support is holding at the moment. Euro may come down to the purple bottom and then rally. And pound sterling, similarly, the red bottom band is the target. And if it holds, we rally back to 132, 133. That red bottom band, if it gets tested and we see a bounce, we can buy it. US dollar, Japanese yen has to break the golden top band. So far, nothing. But I'm now going to show you maybe that we have a bear flag here. And if it does break, we are going to see another, well, big sell-off. So it's not really formed yet, but you can see here the high of this here two days ago, well, yesterday or 2 days ago, was test on the double resistance, golden plus red. So if it comes down to the red, maybe it will rally and break out, or maybe bounce and then break down. So this could be a bear flag formation on the red. DXY is now testing the black internal resistance, so it may sell off continue. Aussie had remembered it couldn't hold the breakout. Now, if that red top band holds, we should see more downside for Aussie. I would be very interested, let's say, if it wants to form a bull flag, right? If it wants to form a bull flag, this is it. That green bottom band. And I would be a big buyer of Aussie if it gets all the way to this level. And I'm short Kiwi, and the reason is quite clear. The backtest of the blue support together with the purple, right? And the obvious target is just under 5,700. And we have US dollar CAD. Is it going to break the triangle to the upside or downside? That remains to be seen. And coffee had, like, this is the continuous futures, right? It couldn't bounce off the red and purple supports, and instead it had broken the golden uptrend. It has now formed the green bear flag, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So for the bullish case, bulls have to make a very serious attempt without breaking the green bear flag. They have to break the green top band and the blue resistance. That is the only way. If that green bottom band breaks, we are going to sell off further. And on the May contract, on the May contract, I can argue that this here is our uptrend. Leaving that top a little bit to the outside. And of course, the purple resistance is holding. We can remove the black. What we need to see is a push to the green top band, break it, and break above that blue resistance. That will be the only way for coffee to start a really good run. If it breaks the green bottom band, we will see new lows, I think. Okay, and wheat is still under this major red resistance. This was the fake. It came down and it is still, I think it still is targeting that golden bottom band, which is 525. And on the, you can see here, this is a beautiful bounce off the red bottom band almost. So if it touches the red and breaks it, then yeah, there's going to be more downside. This is a bear flag formation, and soybeans is dangerously close to that purple top band. That's a standalone resistance. I'm hoping it's not going to break. And yeah, I don't know. If it wants to break, then what else? The May contract has a little bit more, let's say, this golden resistance. And of course, we broke the wedge. And the value, I mean, sorry, the market is still bearish to me. And what really matters here is that golden top band. If it gets tested, then we break this purple support that I just noticed this morning. 1, 2, 3 touches. So if soybeans reverses at the golden top band and we break it down, I think we're going to come down all the way to 960 very fast. It's still short. Corn has to break that red bottom band. It still hasn't done it yet. And you can see beautiful touches. This is a spike, but this is beautiful touches. Anything below 458 is going to be a bearish call. And you can see that blue support would be also a very bearish scenario if it breaks. And cocoa had broken that blue resistance, but it's now still falling. I think my blue top band was not very reliable, but this one was much more reliable. On the May contract, you can see the internal, and even that red top band didn't even get tested. So I think this support is breaking down. Okay, and this support is breaking down. And I think we are going to see a touch on the golden bottom band, and then we will see a rally. And the level is 7,200. And sugar is still okay. I think it's still targeting that red resistance. And look, you can see the back test on the black support, and it's almost getting to new highs. This is spectacular. I mean, I called it here at the red bottom band. Then this double support at just under $18. We are now at 20, and I think we're going to get to 21, and then we can even perhaps short it at 21. And cotton is still bearish. All right, now let's have a look at Bitcoin, which is going to be deciding very, very soon. That blue resistance, so the golden channel, clearly was broken, right? It's not the most beautiful or most precise top band, but it is down. It was broken, okay? Of course, very spiky due to news. But what we need is this blue spectacular resistance right there, very precise. If it can break 86,700, then we're going to get to 94, 95 very quickly. And Ethereum, right? The red resistance is holding. That one was back tested and it is still holding as resistance. So there is no hope for Ethereum. ACH is making a big move. That black resistance is now broken, which is why it's 11%. I gave you this one. If it can break out, we're going to rally, and that's what's happening. It already spiked and it erased the spike. Remember this spike? Rallied, erased all of it. Now it wants to spike again. And of course, this red resistance break would be awesome. Solana still not really running out of the red, but the green support is holding. Zcash is down 10%. I think there is some stupid hold hackathon, blah, blah, whatever. That's not a news. The purple downtrend is still very much on. That is the only way. Litecoin, purple top band, purple bottom band. This bull flag needs breaking. And Monero needs to break that black resistance. Songbird, right, red support, black. It needs to go beyond that golden top band. Polkadot, red support, and it's out of the blue downtrend, right? And it has to break that purple top band. Data, right? If it does break out, then yes. I mean, it has broken out, but if it starts to run, data has already broken out of the golden. So this has to run really without breaking that red support. Coty wants to break that green resistance. At the moment, nothing, but that purple support is holding. TIA has to break the green and blue double resistance. Binance, nothing at all. True is trying to break that purple top band, which is slightly positive. And it is trying, SKL trying to bounce off the green support, but it has to break that golden resistance. Arrow, down, down, down from inside the blue downtrend. That black bottom band may hold, okay? And AVAX is inside the green downtrend. It's bounced off the purple. So we need to break out of the green downtrend to stay, okay, to say AVAX is going to run again. Doji is not really doing much, but it's still above that red major support. Chainlink is inside the purple bull flag, which gives me a little bit of hope. Near trying to break. I think it will try to break that purple top band, which would turn things bullish, of course. Uni is off the golden support. It has cleared the red resistance, which is quite positive. Now it has to get to the purple top band and break it. That is the only way. And Chile's red top band is holding. Breakout would be awesome without breaking that purple support. And we have Aave, red resistance and golden support. This is a wedge, obviously, red and golden. If it can break the red, we may see a big rally. Onyx, not much to say. Ripple, still above that blue support. ADA, inside the golden bull flag. It's above that black support, so it needs to keep on pushing. CAS, below that green resistance. Tau, not much to say. It is still looking bad. And Sandbox has to break out of the purple downtrend. Mana may find a low at the red bottom band, which is going to be around 2250 or so. And then a really big rally, perhaps, yeah. Shiba has to break the green and purple resistance. Dash, not much to say, nothing really. And OM is now forcing that green support. That is extremely important. If this green support breaks, that I removed it by mistake. Yeah, this here. If this green support breaks, that is actually a terrible news for OM. So that green support, right? 1, 2, 3, and it's now getting tested. So OM may crash, really. At least a much deeper correction. It has to bounce right about here and then break that purple resistance as simple as possible. As simple as that. RSR has to break that blue resistance. It's bouncing off the black support. CKB still hasn't really reclaimed that wedge. And you can see green support, golden, purple, blue. The only way this can look positive would be by breaking above 65. We're at 49. MDT has to break that golden top band. PAL, nothing positive here. Toncoin tried to break into the black but failed, right? Into that black failed bull flag. It tried to break back in but failed so far. And IOTA inside the blue downtrend so far, no real push. And audio still stuck on that blue support, and there is no real push whatsoever. It almost feels like dead here. It's just doing nothing. EOS has to break the green top band. That was a nice spike, which was stopped. So if it breaks that green top band, yeah. And the blue top band needs to be broken by FET. That is the only way to rally. And FTM, so far, no real push. I mean, it has to stay above that red support. That is, I mean, if it breaks the red, then that's game over. It was looking very good when it tested the red bottom band out of the blue, but it has come down quite a bit, more than I thought it would. So it really has to start to push from here without coming down to the red bottom band. And Hedera, nothing really. And SUI, again, it has backtested the blue broken support, and which is holding as resistance. And Theta is one of the best because it's off the triple support here, the green, red, and blue. So, but it needs to keep on pushing from here. That is the only way. I'll go golden bull flag, but no real push towards that golden top band. And Pepe looks terrible. And Jasmy still inside the blue downtrend. Not much to say other than maybe the backtest on the red before it starts to rally again. Gala off the golden support. It needs to break out of the red. That's it. That's it, guys. All right. Take care. Keep in touch. Bye.